All right, Facebook, where's my Zen Heads at? Hey, I'm Zen Large, bringing you the inaugural episode of the Zen Large Show. So some of you may know me from Choice Conversations, my old podcast. Choice Conversations is now morphing into the Zen Large Show, where instead of being like a 30 to 60 minute long conversation with people, doing interviews with people in the personal development field, it's going to be like, a 5-minute solo show with me just presenting something real focused, again, on personal development, kind of focusing in a lot as, Zen Large, enlarging your Zen, getting your head straight so that you can have a great life, so that you can have peace and harmony, so that you can walk through, a firestorm and be calm and collected and, reach all your goals and be successful. So, today I was sitting there and I was thinking about it, that I've got, a few songs I'm working on, and I've got like 2 songs that are like 90% completed. I've got another song that's like 70-80% completed. And then I got a 4th song that's maybe like 15-20% completed. And what do I feel really passionate about working on right now? Can you take a guess? It's the one that's like 15-20% completed. That's the one I wanted to put all my time into, right? And so I was like, man, but I'm so close. I've got 2 songs at like 90%, just a little bit more, and I can get them posted and, knock that off the list. And I'm like, at this rate, if I'm always working on the song that's, needs the most work, that's the furthest behind, I'm never going to get to where I want to be, right? I want to have, a number of songs online and shared with you all. And I was thinking how this kind of falls, this is one thing. It's like the musician's problem, right? The musician, anytime you're always like, you have an idea for a new song and you want to work on that. And you get working so far, you have a lot of passion on it. And then you get an idea for another song and you want to work on that. And you're passionate and you're putting all your time in that, and you just keep doing this where you hop from one project to the next, but yet you're never completing anything. You're never reaching your goals. You're never being at the highest levels of success that you would like to be. And I'm like, this isn't just the musician's problem. This is everybody's problem. We all do this. And I'm like, why does this happen? So a couple things I was thinking about. I was looking at this and I'm like, the really fun part of making music is taking a song from just being an idea. I've got an idea for a song, and taking that to about 78 or 80% of the way. That's the funnest part. And the last little bit is kind of work. It's like that point. It's like it's work getting it done, and it's not nearly as fun as the first parts of it, right? So that's why I want to go do the other stuff. I want to go start a new song that's back in the fun part, right? And do that. And this happens a lot. Or another thing that happens too is maybe it's not so much fun versus not fun, but maybe easy versus hard. So I was looking at all of these songs that I have, and the one that's at the 2 that are at the 90% stage, they're at something that's kind of hard. And the one that's at the 70% stage, it's at a state, the next step, the next thing I need to do is kind of hard and painful, and it's just not, it's not fun at all. And I'm like, that's my resistance. That's why I don't want to do that, is because the very next thing, now maybe the step after that will be, it will be a fun one and I'll enjoy it. And I think it actually will be for that one that's about 70% done. But the very next one, before I can do anything further, is not very fun. So, I'm like, okay, how do you get past this? What's the way to get past this? And a strategy that I have whenever I'm resisting doing something that I really need to do, if I want to be successful, I need to do this, but I'm resisting it. One of the strategies I use, it's called the Pomodoro Technique. And Pomodoro, I believe it's Italian for tomato. And the idea behind it is apparently there's a timer that looks like a tomato. They call it a tomato timer. And that's where it got its name. But there's a book called the Pomodoro Technique. The tomato thing is not really relevant to the technique itself. The idea behind the technique is you pick one thing you're going to work on. You set a timer for 25 minutes. And during that 25 minutes, you do nothing but focus on that problem. And then at the end of the 25 minutes, you take a break. Now you take like a 5-minute break, and then you go back and do another. That's called a Pomodoro, doing a 25 minutes. So you take a 5-minute break and then come back and do another Pomodoro. Then take a 5-minute break and come back and do another Pomodoro. There's a couple of things that are great about this technique. For one, it keeps you from feeling like, oh my God, it's so overwhelming what I have to do. What I have to do to finish the song, it's like 3 hours of stuff I'm not really looking forward to. Maybe longer, I'm not even exactly sure. But if you say, hey, I'm only gonna work for 25 minutes, I got a timer set. You know you're only working for 25 minutes. Where if you're not sure, you're like, hey, this is gonna take me hours. I'm not even sure exactly how long it's gonna be. There's mental resistance there because you're like, what the hell am I committing myself to? This could be a really long thing. So that's one big advantage of the Pomodoro technique is you're not leaving yourself wide open for a commitment. Like what am I committing to do? You know exactly what it is. You're explicitly stating I'm only going to work for 25 minutes. So it really helps you to get past that resistance of, okay, well, it's just 25 minutes and I don't have to, then I'm good. I got my Pomodoro done. The other thing is it keeps you from getting burnt out. Like say you've got something that you have to get done today and you know it's going to take you 5 hours. And if you just sit there and work on it 5 hours straight, you're going to be completely fried by the end. And then maybe you got other stuff to do after that, but you're fried, you have nothing left. Where the 25 minutes and a break, this helps you to keep that from getting your brain fried and to actually be more efficient. What I found when I use this is that even though I'm taking 5 breaks, like 5 out of every 30 minutes I'm not working, I actually complete whatever task it is faster. Because when I am working, that 25 minutes, I'm giving it 100%. It's not like, an hour and a half in, I'm just kind of giving it 50% because my brain is already like getting stressed and unfocused and stuff. No, for 25 minutes, I'm freaking focused and giving it my all. And I get a high quality product. I get it done quickly and it feels great. It's a win. And even if you don't get it done, at the end of the 25 minutes, it still feels good to complete your Pomodoro, right? It's like, hey, this is a win. I can check that off. I got 1 Pomodoro done. And so what I'm doing specifically with these songs, I'm really passionate about this new song. I want to work on it, but I have these other songs I really need to finish. What I'm doing is I'm saying, okay, I'm going to do at least 1 Pomodoro on one of these other songs that's close to completion. I'm going to take these 2 songs that are 90% of the way done. I'm going to do 25 minutes on at least one of those. I'm going to do 25 minutes. And then at that, if I want to go work on something else, I'm completely free to do that. I don't have to continue working on the one that's close to completion. I can go back to that one I'm real excited about, that I've got a lot of energy and passion for, and work on that one for a little bit. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to work on that song that's only 15% of the way done until I've at least got a Pomodoro in. So I'm at least taking steps forward with the ones that are closer to being done. So that way, I should get to the point where at some point it's going to be done. And I'm not going to be just perpetually taking songs to 70-80% complete and then moving on to the next one and never actually finishing anything. And then when I'm on my deathbed and I look back and I'm like, what did I actually accomplish? I didn't accomplish shit. All I did was just fuck around, So, that's, and again, this doesn't just apply to music. This applies to anything. So, if you want to take things to completion, if you want to be successful, if you want to do the things that reach the goals you have in life, rather than perpetually not falling short, right? You end up sitting on the couch watching Netflix or whatever. You want to watch the next episode on your Amazon Prime. Hey, you can still do those things. I enjoy doing stuff like that too. But maybe whatever it is you're wanting to get done, whatever it is you need to get done, maybe you don't need to get it done, but you want to get it done. You're going to feel good about it if you get it done. It's going to help you to get towards your goals. Do a Pomodoro of that first before you go to any Netflix, before you get on YouTube, before you get on Facebook, or whatever it is, whatever your hang up is, whatever your thing is that's keeping you from reaching your goals. Don't do that first. Work on whatever it is first. At least put in a Pomodoro. It'd be great if you can do a few. Do a Pomodoro, take a 5-minute break, come back and do another Pomodoro, and then get on Facebook or whatever it is. But be sure to put that first. The other stuff doesn't happen until you work on your goals first. So, all right, I hope you like that. I think you get the idea. Again, I'm Zen Large. Check out my music videos. I've got them on here on Facebook. I've got it on YouTube, Bandcamp, all that stuff. So if you liked it, please like the video, share, follow me on Facebook. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to post it on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube, all that stuff. So, all right, Zen Large Nation, peace.